I'm free. I'm free, y'all. I need everybody to repeat after me. I am a revolutionary. 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 Let me hear the people beat. This is what we call the people beat.
Whether it's paleontologists or the Holy Bible, whatever you choose to believe, science or spirituality, we do know and are taught that we that are originally from the continent that we have called Africa are not only the original people, but we are also the sons of God. That title has been used to represent a different group of people now, but history does teach us that those that are from that continent are the true sons of God, and of course, daughters as well. But for some reason, we love to toy with the idea. We love to boast about being kings. We love to boast about being divas, and we say that we're gods and goddesses and queens, but we do not represent or act in the authority that we have been delegated with, that we have been blessed with, that we have been empowered with. And so I'm hoping that this documentary that I have created, based upon what I have learned on my trip in Kenya and afterwards as well, I'm hoping that this will bring us closer to our roots and our calling. I hope you enjoy. Just really quick, I want to explain the first videos that you're going to see. Of course, only me will go on a safari tour and get upset about the things that I see. In this first video, we were looking at a female leopard, and it was several trucks. I'm thinking maybe about 10 or so, and we had the leopard surrounded, and at one point I kind of not looked at her eyes, but I caught a glimpse of her expression, and something about it to me said worry. And at that moment, I began to feel like, oh my God, how intrusive is this? We literally are in this animal's atmosphere, having her surrounded just so that we can take photos. And I didn't like it because I kind of just thought about how would I feel if it was me. So the next day, I kind of was like, I don't really feel like doing this anymore. I don't want to do it. And I'm grateful for that because, one of the best things that I've ever done in my life happened on that day. I was at the resort, and I was just kind of walking around, you know what I mean, like just kind of walking around taking pictures, and it just dawned on me that, there were some trees planted and they were in honor of people. And so I went to the front desk, I asked. Well, this is the room that makes me say, take America out your mind, Top Shatta. It's time to go home. Yep, pretty much. Hello. So they sent the guy over. He came, and he kind of was like, "Well, who, tell me about what you're trying to do." And I told him, both my parents are gone now, and I would like to plant a tree in honor of them. And he was
You have to eat the dream. You have to sleep the dream. You have to dream the dream. You got to touch. You have to see it when nobody else sees it. You have to feel it when it's not tangible. You have to believe it when you cannot see it. You got to be possessed with the dream. The dream.
Yeah. Any weapon formed against us shall not prosper.
Not only did he help me with planting the tree and recording, but he also went a step above, and he prayed for that day. He prayed for the souls of my parents. He prayed for me and my well-being. I mean, he went above and beyond.
In Kenya, they have town buses like the ones we have in the States. The difference is, these buses are individually owned, or you may have an individual that owns several buses. Because they own them, they can decorate them however they wish, as you see here. One thing that I like most about the people, they are hustlers. The first thing I saw leaving the airport were people in the area selling things. As quote-unquote Americans, We are made to believe that the people in our homeland are very poor and needy. Although some may be less fortunate financially, it is not how it is made to seem. What people fail to consider is that each country on the continent has millions of people. Kenya, for example, has an estimated population of 56 million people. That being said, everyone cannot have a desk job, and everybody can't work at the bank. Therefore, everyone else has to, as we would say, get out the mud. Additionally, the people that live in kraals, which are communal hut-like dwelling spaces, do not live there necessarily because they are poor. As you will see throughout this video, most people choose not to be colonized. They actually prefer the way led by our ancestors.
How do you pronounce what they're saying?
Yeah, Ado Alamayan. God bless you. God bless you.
How do you say it?
Ado Alamayana.
Ado Alamayana.
Yes, very nice.
Ado.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very
Put
fast.
the egg, straw. Wow.
There
Wow.
it
Yeah.
is.
Wow. Amazing.
Very nice.
Bravo.
Also referred to as night monkeys. These nocturnal primates are native to sub-Saharan Africa. Their large eyes provide great vision, which their bat-like ears allow them to hear their prey, or enemies acutely throughout the night. The adult males maintain separate territories from their family, considering they often mate with all the females in an area.
Like a maze. That's the way you go. There's a problem. This way, I think. B24.
Okay. I'm in Africa, or so they call it. I'm at the Ark, in the Ark, in the original land of the original people. And this Ark was actually built by the British. The British built this Ark in the original land of the original people. However, the walls are really thin, and it's cold as hell. Still, I'm so blessed. Thank you, God. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you, Daddy. But it's cold as hell. Good night.
I understand that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was made flesh, and on my tongue dances life and death.
So every time I open my mouth, I reveal my level of consciousness. Therefore, I never walk around saying that this life, I hate it. And I never curse God for the world which I have created. But I've seen too many souls bathing in regret. Upset that it's about sunset, yet they own no asset. Not understanding that there's a spiritual formula which causes things to manifest. So today I bear witness that words are more attractive than magnets.
Umoja ni nguvu is a Swahili proverb that stresses how powerful unity is. Literally, it is translated, unity is strength. In an upcoming clip, you will see one of my brothers assist another brother in cleaning his hands and hydrating. A very powerful photo. There's no denying that on the continent, there is fighting amongst the people, because all people find a way to make war. However, the overall way of life for the African people is unity. What a beautifully glorious and oppression-free life we shall live when we all realize this fact. To quote the people of Congo, a single bracelet does not jingle. Other African proverbs include one we all may be familiar with. It states, if you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Or, the Tanzanian proverb that says 2 ants do not fail to pull 1 grasshopper. If we are to keep saying that we are the chosen ones, the sons of God, descendants of the first kings of the world, the first people created by the Most High God, we must learn to carry ourselves as such, because the way of God is unity. God is a God of multiplication and not division. God is a God of peace and love, not strife nor confusion. And throughout history, God has always sent messengers to band its people together in unity. This spinning and weaving business that you will see in the next clip solely hires women.
Of the pattern, and we only use the cotton on weaving, but on web we use pure wood. And also we have to draw the pattern on the manila paper so that it will guide it. Yeah. So we make different patterns. We accept customers' design. So you are most welcome to the weaving. And also we have the big room from here to there to make a big carpet, 10 by 10, 10 by 20. But
According to some astronauts, the Great Rift Valley is the most significant physical detail on the planet that is visible from space. From north to south, its measurement is upwards of 4,000 miles, stretching from northern Syria to central Mozambique.
Boa noite, povo, que eu cheguei. Mais outra vez apresenta meu baianão. Eu vou cantar com muita alegria. Vou apresentar essas baianas da Maria. Povo que eu cheguei.
Mama love. I miss you. Thank you.
Povo que eu cheguei. Mais
ahead and mention the group that is joining us now. We'll start with the elephant at the far end on my right, walking away. Her name is Mawingu. She's approximately about 2 years old. She was rescued from Laikipia. This is after she'd been separated from her family by human beings, and so she's a victim of human-wildlife conflict. Next to me here is an elephant by the name Tabu, who is slightly over 2 years, almost 2.5. And Tabu was rescued from Sava Conservation Area. He is a starvation victim due to drought, identified all alone here, found in a community farm in a maize plantation with all the rest of the family members. It is believed that Mukutan and the rest of the herd went into people's farm to feed on the crops. The owners came out to chase them away. He lost direction from the rest of the family members and was identified a day later. By the time he was found, nobody knew where the mother was.
The thing was so annoying. I thought that's true. Why are you lying? Why are you?
Oh, the baby's terrified. Is she hurt?
Yeah.
I don't know, but she was screaming.
Yeah, she beat up his girl.
She got hurt.
Oh.
Look at all these babies drinking water.
He's comforting her. Is that the one that just got beat up?
Yep. And that's the big one.
The one, yeah, he's doctoring her.
Oh my God. Piga machine. There's a lion hunting. There's a lion hunting there. There on the other side. You can't film this. That's all I stopped because the lions, and now they're going the other way.
Human beings in a bar. What's a bar to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything?
Hapa kuna vizi amechukua mtoto wa mbogo anakula hapa.
Welcome to the jungle, it gets worse here every day. You learn to live like an animal in the jungle where we play. You gotta hunger for what you see, you'll take it eventually. You can have anything you want, but you better not take it from me. The jungle, welcome to the jungle, watch it bring it to you. This, I'm gonna watch you bleed.
What you need to do is just to keep quiet. They don't like noise.
Oh, okay.
They don't move. Suppose you will see them try to move the vehicle. What they do is just keep quiet. They don't make noise. And then they never have a problem with it.
She's a baby.
Here's another one. Now you can see the zebras in the grass.
The problem is when you find one alone male or two, yeah. You know when they get old, they are very slow. They don't catch up with their
With the herd?
with the herd. So they left, and then they have a very poor eyesight. So they feel threatened. So they don't like to see anything in front of them. Okay. Yeah.
And that's why we're sitting here.
No, here no problem. One of them
was looking at me like,
yeah.
right here.
Even
As a means of both preserving the planet and generating income, this company retrieves flip-flops that have been left behind and creates works of art with them. Their work can be viewed and purchased on their website, oceansoul.com. Africa is itself a unique mixture of cultures, traditions, and cuisine. It comprises a variety of dances, attire, and language. It is the most interestingly diverse place on the planet.
I'm in Nebraska, right? I had a run-in with this ostrich. I'm in Nebraska. I'm on the side of the road. I'm peeing. I get done peeing. I look to my left. It was an ostrich looking at me while I was peeing. He was standing on one leg like this. His body was facing this way, but his head was like this. Now, I didn't know what it was, so I didn't say nothing. My friend got out of the car. He's like, yo, what the hell is that? I was like, I don't know. It's like a big pigeon or something. I didn't know what it was, right? He was like, that ain't no pigeon. He took an ink pen, threw the pen at it.
Okay, so shucks. I'm gonna take a shower and I'm gonna go to the bar and I'm gonna find out where Queen Elizabeth sat when she stayed here and ate at the restaurant. But this room is pretty dope because guess what? Oh, pretty dope.
a person is people. This proverb emphasizes the interconnectedness of individuals and the idea that no one exists in isolation. It reflects the Ubuntu philosophy, which highlights the importance of community and interdependence. The phrase can also be interpreted as, I am because you are, or we are all in this together.
Third hotel. I'm exhausted. I don't know. And now, you see, but this is dope. Like, this is the dopest part because, look. Oh, top shutter.
Before 18 years, yeah, it's illegal. People they get, but if they get the boy who pregnant a lady, and that's what you call it underage. So that is 7 years in jail.
Wow, 7 years.
Yeah.
Wait, if you're under the age of 18,
Yeah.
and your girlfriend gets pregnant, she's under the age of 18.
Yeah, I can be, if my girlfriend is under 18 years,
yeah,
then she gets pregnant,
yeah,
I'm responsible, I can be jailed for 7 years.
Wow.
On average, estimates state the continent of Africa as a whole generates at least 36 billion US dollars annually. 12 billion of that is attributed to safari tours.
As you see here, these kids are going to school. One of the things that I noticed while I was on the continent there, we left this safari tour, which was actually in June of 2023. We left early in the morning, every morning. I think the latest one day we left like 8 something in the morning, and that was late. But one thing that I did notice was that these people here, beautiful family members of mine, they get up early in the morning. Like, they get up and they're up on the side of the road selling clothes, fruit, whatever. They get up early in the morning, they're going to work. Early in the morning, you see these kids and they are walking to school. These children that you see here are considered privileged, but you still see a lot of children walking to school early in the morning and by themselves. In Kenya, I'm not sure about the rest of the continent, but in Kenya, children can start school as early as 3 years old, and you will see children that look like they're 3 and 4 years old walking to school early in the morning with, other kids that are 10, 11, 12 years old. And to myself, I'm thinking, where are the parents? And so I asked, but there it's not like America, where I would be, if I had a child, I would be scared to death to have my 3-year-old going anywhere by themselves or with a group of kids. Like, that's, to me, I'm thinking pedophiles, I'm thinking kidnapping, I'm thinking all kind of things, but it's not like that. They are a community. They look out for each other.
Yazina dal murane Yukudu bongo waru na nyega sina Yadu murane nga majini so Murano duge gida nyanja da na bimbat La murane banyanda me mogoso Yadara lele jalu gumbana de Dasha drogo lugundu gore. Oh yeah, oh yo, oh yeah, oh yo,
No, shed a tear. As you stand by me. Just as long as you stand by me. Oh, darling, please stand by me. Oh, stand by me.
The thing still. Yeah?
Straight up.
Wait, straight up, it'll fall right back in your eye.
Oh, yeah. If you aim it like that, it's gonna hit you right in the hand. There you go.
Right?
Wow.
Woo!
Come let us lift our eyes to the hills, from whence cometh our help. Yes, and give us help and strength, Rastafari, in these challenging times. I say, never let I foot be moved, show I to improve. Let the words of my mouth and meditation be true. Cause Africa awaits its creator. Those at home and abroad, Africa awaits its creator. Those at home and abroad, so let peace be within thy walls, and prosperity in the palace, to every rebel with a cause. Jah is watching over his prophets, so when you're going out and coming in, let Jah protect you forevermore. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And just like the days of mighty King David, we trample the Philistines, defending our faith. See God, never let I foot be moved on the battlefield. Can't lose. Let the Eden know the Most High is carrying you through. And Africa awaits its creators. Those at home and abroad, Africa awaits its creators. Those at home and abroad, so let peace be within thy walls, and prosperity in the palace, to every rebel with a cause. Jah is watching over his prophets. Hey, he that keepeth I and I no sleep, and in no slumber. So the sun shall not smite I, no one fight I either. For Jah is thy keeper, yeah, strength and redeemer forever.
Africa is home to some of the most impressively famous waterfalls worldwide. Although Thompson Falls does not make that list, it encompasses an extremely relaxing atmosphere. For decades we have been conditioned to, as the Holy Bible says, forget Canaan, meaning we have been brainwashed from what was once both our home and our God-given land. Now we say we are God's chosen people, but when vacation time comes along, we spend it everywhere in the world, except home. Some people say, I'm not from there because I was born here and I have never been there. A great example to ponder upon would be this. Hypothetically, of course, you commit a crime in Virginia. They send you to prison in Wyoming. Then they release you. What a reasonable person would do would be to return home, where you are comfortable and things are familiar, where you were intended to be. On average, most would only remain in Wyoming if they either were hiding from something or someone, or they wanted a fresh start. This is just something to get you in the state of mind that one day the second exodus will come, and you must make a decision of what you will do, because the rumor was that our ancestors did not return to the motherland because they had forgotten the language. They didn't want to start over in a strange land, and they feared non-acceptance from the natives. More often than not, fear only paralyzes. The truth is, we've never been accepted here, and we cannot sing our song in this strange land.
Pungelinye komntana njenguye xoxala ipungelinye komntana njenguye xoxala ipungelinye komntana njenguye ngoba thina amathongo ayaxoxa amathongo ayaxoxa yeba nje lapha xoxa amathongo
You may be watching this big documentary and be thinking that all the people look like they live by a lesser standard than you may be accustomed to. The country's people are poor by no means. Actually, the continent itself is home to some of the most wealthy individuals in the world, especially in Nigeria. The thing is, this was a safari tour, so the majority of the time was spent outside of the city, in a lot of rural areas, passing through many small towns. I encourage you not to allow what you see deter you from visiting. As with everywhere else in the world, how you live depends on how you have decided to live. You are the, as they say, master of your own fate. If you are poor, it's because that is the mindset that you have chosen to accept. If you want to live by the day, you will. But If you dream to be free by becoming wealthy, you shall. The title of this Business Insider Africa article from August 10th, 2025 reads, Gates Foundation's New World First Contraceptive for African Women. What it means for Africa. A portion of the article professes, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is set to launch a new long-acting contraceptive in Africa, beginning with Kenya later this year, as part of a $2.5 billion commitment to accelerate research and expand services for the health of African women. The article goes on to state that a new hormonal ID designed for affordability and a user-centered experience is being launched in Kenya, Nigeria, and possibly India. Dr. Anita Zaidi, head of the Gender Equality Division at the Gates Foundation, noted, the contraceptives, including a hormonal IUD effective for up to 8 years and a contraceptive patch, aim to address obstacles such as cost and accessibility. The device is inserted into the uterus, where it releases progestin, a synthetic hormone that thickens cervical mucus to prevent sperm from reaching and fertilizing an egg. Rufong described the revolutionary contraceptive patch, saying, imagine getting 6 months of contraceptive protection by pressing a small patch onto your skin, discreet and self-administered. She further explained that the patch is embedded with microneedles containing progestin, which delivers protection over several months. Yet, one must ask themselves, why are they doing this experimentation in Africa? Do they really care about African women that much? Or could this be connected to the many presidents and political leaders who emphatically denounce participation in America's homosexual agenda that was proposed to several African nations during former President Obama's second term?
From assets over liabilities, Money Market Mondays, InvestFest, and their current collaboration building apartments on 300 acres in Accra, EYL is securing legendary status.
You gotta be a big deal to have fired people. You think it's a game? Get fired with this one time.
Being founders of one of the world's largest financial literacy conferences, which also includes real estate and investment workshops, Troy Millings and Rashad Bilal have also partnered with others and are currently constructing condos on 300 acres of land in Accra that we may either occupy or use as vacation or rental property. Said endeavors has not only provided hope to America's quote-unquote black community, it has also forged new alliances between the United States and Africa. In the midst of ongoing diaspora wars, these gentlemen's strivings have been added to this pictography, as all the other information, to renew our mindsets back to the way our lives were initially intended to be lived, and increase our desire just to even visit our motherland, because just as at InvestFest, there's playtime life allots us. But if you play too much, you miss your purpose. In like manner, if you don't play enough, you will miss life itself. So, as the quote goes, live, laugh, love. Adding to it, learn and live life logically. To quote Ja Rule, I love to see my family together. That's what life is about. It's about family. So be peace and love our family. Because one day you may wish you can and cannot.
Put that on my mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my bag, but you could. I look fly, I look too good. Put that on my mama, on my hood. I look fly. Good, you can't touch my bag, but you could. I look fly, I look too good.
And I want to be clear about this
I know you have your own investments, but I want to create a fund that was special so you guys can invest and show people through this investment how you're making money.
Though the following clip may come across to some as being dramatic and contains language that some may consider excessively belligerent, the message is highly thought-provoking, spiritually accurate according to the Holy Bible's prophecy of the second Exodus, and contains valuable information as well. As much as possible, it is encouraged you listen until the end.
This is a long clip. Usually we cut clips down, but I think this needs to be played in its entirety because it's actually pretty interesting. Brother's name is Richie Fontaine. Let's play this.
It's this running joke in Black American culture. It's probably in others, I'm not sure. But nonetheless, the idea that if like a giant snake enters your home or your home gets like infested with rats or something like that, that you just be like, fuck it, you can have it. I ain't even about to go back and forth with you. It's your house now. I'm gone. I want to ask Black Americans, why don't we treat America like that? I thought it was interesting because I ran across this tweet after I did like 12 hours of research. Nobody's going to pay me for it. But as you can see, my girl Born Into Soul said, why would Black Americans move to Africa? That's like telling Jamaicans to move out of Jamaica. Black Americans have been living in America for centuries upon centuries. This is our country. Our ancestors' blood is in this land. We are not going to run when things get tough. We're going to stay and fight like we always do. While keeping in mind, yes, I'm aware all Black people aren't from Africa. We've been traced back to the indigenous people of this land. I'm having a different conversation right now. Please don't jump me. I agree with her. I'm originally from Compton, California. I take pride in saying that. I'm as American as anybody else born here, and I know what our ancestors had to go through in order for me to say that. However, But hear me out on first things first. Our ancestors did not choose to be enslaved. Some eccentric Europeans chose that for them. So every drop of blood spilled is a war crime against humanity and not a measure of our perseverance. Secondly, this little thing right here was legal for 246 years. For 246 motherfucking Earth years, they legally traded, exploited, enslaved, tortured Black people. If this ain't enough fighting, I don't need to see another goddamn fight. And then after the country had to go through a literal fucking war to ask people to stop enslaving other people, they said, all right, bet. We're just gonna do diet slavery for a little while. Then after 12 years of diet slavery, some motherfucker named Jim come along and say, okay, fine, they don't want to be enslaved no more. Let's just oppress them for the next 100 years, since they want to cry and shit. So aside from any systematic racism or subjective racism that you can actually prove, there are 346 legally documented years of slavery and or oppression. There were 346 legal motherfucking human years worth of slavery and or oppression. They say, oh, y'all complaining. Y'all been free. That was so long. 59. We've been legally free 59 years. My grandma like 80 fucking 5. Did the math just in case you didn't feel like it. That's 85%. From 1619 to right now, America's shooting 85% from the motherfucking field on us. She can't be stopped. Imagine if you had a government that supported you for 346 years. Shit, 46 years. Liberia, which derives from the word liberty, was founded in 1822 by the American Colonization Society. It is right. Go find the nigga. At this point in time, there's only about 1.7, 1.8 million Black people in America. Unfortunately, only around 230,000 of them were free, so Liberia wasn't even an option for everybody. Of course, with over 1 million people still in bondage, you run the risk of leaving a family member on a plantation in another continent and never seeing them again. These were newly freed Black people who had just fought for their right to be free, so all of them didn't love the idea of relinquishing that immediately, as well as a lack of resources. Liberia only became a reality for around 13 to 15,000 families. Joseph Jenkins Roberts, who was the first president of Liberia, was born in 1846 in Norfolk, Virginia. He was on FUBU way before niggas had it in their closet. Joseph Jenkins created FUBU. I know what you're thinking. So what, Rich? All 42 million of us need to migrate to Liberia? Wrong. Some of you niggas are coons. You not coming. Matter of fact, if we even see our country name on your ticket, you getting arrested at the airport. You're not even making it out of America. First thing I thought about was country size. 42 million Black Americans, coons aside, that's like 35 million, give or take. Black people don't like traffic and like to get to things quickly. Check. Then I thought about region and weather.
Some of y'all don't like to be hot. Some of y'all don't like to be cold. Some of y'all gonna have to learn to shut the fuck up. It's Africa. And I thought about how migrating 35 million people anywhere will probably be an issue, so I wanted to make sure I found the country without a lot of people and check. And I wanted to go study this country's engagement with Pan-Africanism because I'm aware that some African nations have a disdain towards Black Americans, which we have no earthly clue as to fucking why. Postal positioning on the African continent for a country by the sea? Check. English-speaking nation, democratic government, strong anti-corruption laws? Check. Independent from European rule since 1990, leaders who look to bolster their country with outside investment and opportunity, as well as 979 miles worth of coastline. We could have beach city after beach city after beach city after. Boys ain't know where I was taking us. Had us on the African magic carpet ride. It's one of the lowest populated countries on the planet. Let's say if they got 35 million people out of nowhere, they'd become the third most populated country in Africa. Black Americans account for about $1.8 trillion of America's GDP annually. If that buying power was moved over to Namibia, they'd move into the top 20 global GDPs. Now, I know what you're thinking. America way bigger than this, bro. We'd never fit over there. I did the math. Namibia is the 34th largest country on the planet. It is bigger than Pakistan. It is bigger than France and Germany combined. It is twice the size of California. Which means if France can house 65 million people, and Germany can house 85 million people, and Pakistan can house 241 million fucking people, we shouldn't have no issue. Only about 5% of Namibia's actual land is being used. Most of the coastline is untouched. We could build a light rail system from the top to the bottom and actually get paid this time. Black people can build a train system through the fucking country and make some money this time. Bro, you sound crazy. How we gonna go somewhere and build up another country? Brand new cities from the ground up, a countrywide police force that is not incentivized to go after you for the color of your skin, a government that doesn't literally create agencies to stifle the progress of you and your people. We can reform for free college and free healthcare, a credit system that wasn't literally made to fuck black people over. Like when you walk in the bank, they don't say, oh, damn, my bad, nigga, we just ran out of credit. Change from the American diet that they've literally created to kill us. They trying to knock everybody else. They don't give a fuck what color you are. White, black, brown, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. You eat over here, you fist to die. Better roads, better schools, better homes. I did the math. 35 million people, about 13.5 million homes. We price these bitches at whatever y'all can afford. Bro, you crazy. Can't nobody afford that. America won't even give us our reparations. First things first, it is time to steal that money. 250 million plus unpaid man hours. It is time to steal those reparations. The fuck we keep asking people who would have kept slavery up for? We're talking to a country who literally paid the slave owners reparations for losing their slaves after losing the Civil War. So they rewarded some fucking losers. We're talking to a country who literally went and picked up some of Hitler's top generals, brought them to America, gave them a nice house in the suburbs, and gave them a job at NASA. I don't see reparations coming. I see reparations being stolen. I don't see them coming, though. If somebody knows how to steal $60 trillion, say that shit now. We can fast track all this. We ain't even got to go with this other plan that I'm about to show you. We're going to petition the United Nations. We're going to tell them, look, man, we've been here for like 400 some years. We just been chilling. We've been getting our bread up, getting our name up, and these boys still tripping on us. We ain't blew nobody up. We ain't robbed nobody land. We ain't enslaved no other people, and they still acting like we the problem. This just ain't gonna work. United Nations gonna hit back like, facts, them boys is tripping, say less. Well, how can we help? What y'all need from us? We're gonna tell them simple as this. Get the IMF on the line, get the World Bank on the line, get the EU on the line, get China on the line, get Africa Diaspora on the line, get all them boys on the line, let them know we need TNTs. Huh? Ain't too much of nothing. Just a couple trills. Just a couple trills. We'll get out y'all. Give us a quick little 10 T's. Give us 50 years to pay it back at the end of the loan. We're going to be a top 10 nation in the world. We've done all this shit we've done here in America under oppression. The government ain't never fucked with us, not one day of its life. Systematic racism so deeply embedded in this country, people believe the Black American experience is supposed to come with strife. Like we're supposed to struggle and have to fight for each and every step of the way. Where the fuck is that in the American Dream pamphlet? I don't see that shit nowhere here on the American Dream. Our own countrymen will vote against their self-interest if they believe it or harm us. They were literally online last month fighting for their right to say the N-word. I call Namibia in the morning. I don't know what time they get up, but matter of fact, Tony, get my other phone. I'm calling tonight. You know, I'm calling them. I think the only thing that sounds crazier than mass migrating 30+ million black Americans out of America is enslaving and oppressing them for 400 fucking years. I think that's the only thing that's up there. So most of their beaches look like too. I ain't gonna say nothing else. They just desert on the ocean. You know, we love Miami though.
See what I see. Life can be only what you make it.
What seems to be the case is that we have become dependent on European and foreign assistance. There are more than enough countries that are quote-unquote African, and there are various other ethnic nations that business can be done with, seeming to be a more peaceful and profitable solution. This is said not to provoke discrimination of any kind. However, when any relationship proves that equality is not, harmony shall not, and true love cannot exist, you must depart. You must depart. Sometimes people can be caring and tolerant to a fault. When it becomes apparent that you are indeed a victim, love can and should be placed to the side so that you can focus on what is best for you, for your children, for your legacy, and for history's sake. The books that have been written, such as the Holy Bible or the Book of Enoch, are not the end of storytelling. The new history of man is being collected day by day. Some will die with a name. Some will die nameless. Some will die having their name put to shame. Others will die exalted. And there are those whose name shall be timeless. Just as sure as grits are groceries, he who holds the pen has the power to create the narrative, unless or until you change your company, meaning the type of rooms you fight to enter that you weren't intended to belong, or the place you choose to call home that should have been abandoned long ago. At the end of the day, we must renew our true essence. We are indeed kings and queens, and we are the true sons of God. Whether you wish to believe it or not, whether you wish to participate or not, it seems obvious that the time is indeed coming for God's people to return to their intended lands. While the American government is showing their sole intentions, African countries are saying, "Come home." And many of us are so fixated on this so-called land of freedom, we can't even imagine living in the comforts of our own home. One of the main problems is that we do not have an ear to hear. We do not have that designated one, the chosen one for this age, to hear from God and relay God's plan for God's people to the people. We have become so confused, been brainwashed so badly, and watched so much of our history be stolen, rewritten and erased, that we've forgotten we've always received a messenger for not just any group of people, but our group, our people.
He discriminated. Don't go near the Gentiles, go to the lost sheep. Go to the oppressed. Go to the downtrodden. Go to the exploited. Go to the people who don't know who they are, who are lost from the knowledge of themselves, and who are strangers in a land that is not theirs. Go to those people.
Of some of the mysteriously beautiful wonders of the motherland, the Nubian Meroe Pyramids, just north of present-day Sudan in the Nile Valley area. The pyramids were once home to Kushite rulers of the ancient Kushite kingdoms, alongside two other Kushite kingdoms during antiquity. The first had its capital at Kerma between 2500 and 1500 BC. The second was centered on Apeta between 1000 and 300 BC, and the kingdom seen here was centered on Meroe between 300 BC and AD 300. The pyramids were partially demolished by Italian treasure hunter Giuseppe Ferlini in the 1830s. The kingdom's pyramids are recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, standing at 52 meters tall, 171 feet. Not only is the African Renaissance Monument the tallest statue in Africa, it is the highest monument in the world. This UNESCO World Heritage recognized site is politely stationed in West Africa's Senegal and was constructed for the country by a North Korean sculpting company, symbolizing Senegal's 50th anniversary of their independence from France. Bingu wa Mutharika, who was the president of Malawi at the time of this statue's revealing, stated, "This monument does not belong to Senegal. It belongs to the African people wherever we are. You can drive up to the base of the statue, or you can take on the task of climbing all 198 steps. There are 15 floors inside the statue, with an elevator at the 15th floor, inside the man's head, which is said to provide a panoramic view of Dakar. There are museums also located inside this monument. Mansudi Art Studios International Division, Mansudi Overseas Projects, has made several of these massively tall statues for numerous countries on the African continent. For example, the Three Dakosi Monument, or the Three Chiefs, features Kama III of Bangwato, Sebel I of Bakwina, and Bathoan I of Bangwakets, three tribal leaders who played instrumental roles in Botswana's independence from the British Empire, honoring the female warriors of the Kingdom of Dahomey, as you may have seen in the 2022 action film, The Woman King. This Benin monument has attracted tourists from all over the world, with one gentleman stating it's a symbol of struggle, because in their time, it was almost unheard of to see women fighting instead of men and defending their territories.
I knew I forgot something. I couldn't remember what it was, but I knew I didn't have everything packed. What I was missing was cigarettes. I had about a half a pack. I didn't know what to expect over there. Can I just go to the store? Is it, how do I get cigarettes over there? I don't know. So let me just go to the store and get cigarettes. I flew out of New York with 2 packs of cigarettes. Actually, it was a pack and a half by the time I left New York, and I was good. Or so I thought. Visiting one of the villages there when we were about to leave, I just happened to say, "Hey, you know what? Where are all the shamans at? Like, what are they doing?" They said, some of them you've already met, some of them are working, some of them are available. And I asked for prayer. And so the guy looked completely surprised. He was like, "Oh my God, yes, of course, we can pray for you." It ended up being about, I think it was about 7 of them that prayed for me. And they said, we're going to pray in our language. And they told me exactly what they needed me to do. They told me exactly what they needed me to say and when to say it. So I was like, okay, cool. At the time, it didn't even cross my mind to have somebody record it, which was cool, which was fine because they, unlike here in America, you can pretty much look online on YouTube or whatever and see worship, see praise, people pick at it, they make memes about it, but there is more sacred. So I'm actually glad that I didn't think to ask, but these gentlemen did pray for me. And when I asked, what they were going to say, since he told me they were going to speak in their own language, he said, "We're going to pray for everything." You know what I mean? He was like, We're gonna pray for everything. We're gonna pray for your spirit. We're gonna pray for your body. He was like, we're gonna pray for your flights, and we're gonna pray for everything. And that day, I think I had a little more than half a pack of cigarettes left. No, excuse me. I had 5 cigarettes left that day. And so when I ran out of those cigarettes, I was kind of like, huh. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't seen cigarettes in any stores. I haven't seen them in the grocery store. Where do you get cigarettes? And so one night, when we were still in Nairobi, I just kind of went out for a walk. And while I was on the walk, I was like, yeah, I'll get some cigarettes. But when I stopped to ask somebody where you get them from, and he pointed me to this back street, I was like, like, you don't really need cigarettes that bad. Like, I'll wait, because it was like a hoodish, dirty back street. You know what I mean? So I was just like, no, I don't want them that bad. As a matter of fact, the liquor store, he said the liquor store was down that way too. If I needed liquor store, I was like, no, I just want some cigarettes. But there, well, in Kenya at least, stuff like that is frowned upon. Like in downtown Nairobi, you can't even smoke cigarettes in certain places downtown, especially not near the government district, because you will get arrested. Um, so I was just like, forget it. I'll wait until we leave I'll wait until I get back to the States to get more cigarettes. So we leave. I get to JFK, and cigarettes were like $14, I think. And I was like, I'm good. I'll wait. I don't want to pay $14 for a pack of cigarettes. So got back to North Carolina. I'm like, I'm exhausted. I don't feel like going to buy cigarettes. I'm going home to take a nap. And then maybe later I'll get up and I'll go get cigarettes. That was in June of 2023. Praise God, I haven't had a cigarette since, and haven't had the desire for them. As a matter of fact, a couple weeks ago, I was at the store and the guy was saying something or other, and I looked up at him. And when I looked up at him, you know how they have like the packs of cigarettes all lined up behind the cash register. It had just dawned on me that I couldn't even remember the last time I had actually looked at those. Like, I don't even remember looking back there and looking at cigarettes since I've been back. Um, and so I guess that's one of the things that they pray for. He said that they were going to pray for everything, and that included, he said that included my health. But I guess obviously it included my mental well being as well, because I haven't had a cigarette.
Hopefully you both enjoyed and learned something from this videography. If you have not already been, it is hoped that something has inspired you to consider this experience. Until we meet again, be peace.
This is the Day Spa. Four Seasons by Marriott. Vodka's probably $100. No, thank you. Just waiting until we take off this evening. Really like kind of fucking. Anyway.
Hear the drums echoing tonight, and she hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never The wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right, sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become. Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. We're gonna take some time to do the things we never Hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never The wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right, sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become. Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. I bless the rains down in Africa. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna Can't understand
One day, I'm gonna understand. Zion.